I can't believe all of these names people come up with.
No, mine's Purple Monkey Productions.
Oh, yours out there too. You right there.
That's personal, though.
Probably like 24.
24?
Yeah, about 24, 25 years.
That's what's up. Long time, huh?
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright, so how many artists and situations sprouted from Cash Money? And what would you say was the biggest impact you had on the music business?
I haven't done my biggest thing yet, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people look at it like some of the songs I've done, you know, but to me, I haven't done my biggest thing yet. Not according to my plan in life, but I mean, I work with pretty much everybody who you could, you know, imagine or whatever. I've been blessed to have a good roster from Jeezy, T.I., Wayne, you know, and Kanye or whatever, and all of these people then went on and do something successful, you know, so it's just, like I said, I don't think I've done my thing yet.
Just getting started, huh?
Yeah.
So what is your big thing? Where do you think?
That's the question. Like, you know, what is my big thing? I guess I'm going to have that feeling when I know. But I know, I mean, in me, like I haven't done that yet. Yeah. I can't say what it is or who it is or whatever, but I guess it's more of finding that artist that challenge you. Like, and I'm not saying like the people that I work with weren't good people, but I still haven't met that artist that brung the beast out in me. That's like, okay, I gotta compliment what you doing just as much as, you know, whatever. Like, you know, it's gotta be like a competition or whatever to say like, oh, dude, your rhymes is killing my beats. Well, my beats gotta kill your rhymes. Like, you know, so I haven't met that hungry, that kid yet who's just like, you know what, I'm ready to take over the world and slay whoever in front of me. So I think that's gonna be it. When I meet that artist that's just that hungry artist that got something to prove, then I feel like I'll be that hungry dude that's got something to prove.
All right. What is your take on the music industry as a whole?
I guess when I look at it like this is crazy because I was talking to my dad about this and he said I used to say the same things. So I guess now that I'm older, like I kind of look at it like it's BS, like, you know what I'm saying? And my dad was like, well, when you was doing music, you know what I'm saying? I said that about your generation, you know, and he's saying, you saying that now about this generation. So it's kind of like what you feel comfortable with. And I'm not saying everything is bad about it, but I just remember hip hop being a teacher. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had Public Enemy, you know, we had Slick Rick, you know, so what I'm saying is we had Pro Black, we had the storyteller, we had the dude who was the bling blinger, we had everything. Like, that's what hip hop was. Hip hop was really, it was information. Now it's just one dimensional. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just cats just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. You got, the nuts thing is you got cats from New York that sound like they from down south. Like, you know what I'm saying? Their production sound like it's from down south. Nobody don't have their sound no more. Nobody don't have, no originality to it. So I guess that's where I'm kind of like disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Because any day, back in the day, however you felt, you could put in an artist. If you felt like being pro-black or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you would put in Public Enemy. If you felt like screaming fuck the police, you would put in NWA. You know what I'm saying? If you felt like you wanted a great storyteller or whatever, you would put in Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to be entertained, you would put in Dougie Fresh. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have that right now in music.
Those different categories. All right. If someone wanted to submit some music to you, how would they go about it?
Well, the crazy thing of it is this. I say this all the time, and maybe this is going to get the message out. It really makes no sense to submit music to me because I really don't sign artists. You know what I'm saying? My job is to figure out a way to make you a star. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you buy music from me. You come to me for ideas. And because the music, the whole way it was formatted has changed, like it's like, let's just say like this, it's 10 times worse when you say like submit music to somebody. Because back in the day, I ain't gonna say that long ago, but you had artists that was grateful to a producer. Now we don't want producers, we want beat makers. You know what I'm saying? So now it's more of send me some beats. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit in the studio with you and create nothing. Send me some beats and let me check them out and I'm going to write something to them. Like, to me, if that's what it is, then cool. But I really rather sit in the studio with somebody and produce something. So that's why I'm kind of saying if you submitting something to me, it's almost like me trying to get you a deal. And that's not really what I do. I'm more the guy who sit down with you and figure out how can we make you, you know what I'm saying? that dude.
Do you think that has kind of made the industry kind of decline because
it's
taking that one-sided? Well, let me go home and write something that I hear on the radio or I hear
definitely
that sounds hot versus sitting with somebody that's saying, "Nah, man, that's already out there. Let's do something different."
Definitely, you know what I'm saying, and part of it is record companies as well, because record companies are not allowing artists to grow. They don't want to be bothered with you if you're not doing what everybody else is doing. They want you to ride that wave of what's going on. Back in the day, it was more of we want the artist that's not doing what everybody else is doing, because we know if he go left and win, it's going to be big. Now nobody don't want to take that chance, like, you know, because you'll have some artists that'll come along and do something different. And I mean, if you really think about it, the cats that's winning, that's really kind of winning in hip hop, they are a little different. The J. Cole dude is a little different, you know what I'm saying, because he got something different to say. It's not the average song, like opposed to just somebody making a song about a dance, like, you know.
Right.
And I'm not saying like nothing is wrong with those songs, but as an artist, if I had to buy your album, I wouldn't want your album to be, you know, all 12 songs about different dances.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, dang, show me something else, dude. Show me some growth in you.
Right.
Like, it's nothing wrong with you saying I want that club banger to get your attention. Yeah, cool. But at the same time, I want to listen to you tell me something, you know what I'm saying, that's like, oh, that's heartwarming, that's touching, you know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, I feel that. Like, that's what's going on in our community.
Definitely. Okay. So what kind of songs mostly do you look for when working with artists?
Really, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm used to doing albums, and that's the difference too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it don't really matter to what you come at me with. I feel like I could do it because I'm from the generation of the producer that did the album, that did the whole album, not the producer who do a single. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have done singles for people, you know what I'm saying, and I don't have a problem with it at all. But at the same time, I came up playing music. I didn't come up dragging and dropping sounds, and you know what I'm saying.
So with that being said, who's in your CD deck right now?
I'm old school, like, you know what I'm saying. I don't really listen to too much new music. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I do not really listen to new music. So anything that's going on the streets, I got it because I gotta play it. But at the same time, what I'm feeling in my heart, like, it's even before me. I'll play like Grandmaster Flash. I'll play like old school rap from the very beginning of where it came from. That's what I feel like. I jam Marvin Gaye, stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like real soulful music.
That's cool. All right. So, do you have any projects with artists in the works right now?
Kanye West, good music. That's what I'm doing right now. So everything that's kind of involved in good music. And we just getting started. So good music kind of consists of so many artists. You got Q-Tip, you got Common, you got Big Sean, you got Kanye. You know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on. Like, so there's a working factory. Like, it's one of those things when we get this together and everybody say, like, you got Pusha. Like, I don't even know, because every day somebody will call me and say Kanye signed such and such to good music, and it's just one of them things where it's just like, hey, once this all come together, I see it as the future, because the one thing that I think he's doing, he is finding quality artists. You know what I'm saying? To say, like, you know what? I just don't want the run of the mill. He was like, I'll have two of those too. You know what I'm saying? And good music is affiliated with everything. Like the dude 2 Chainz, his movement and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's part of that team and all. So I think, like, he's getting a variety of, okay, you do this, but I also got somebody that do this. Like, and you know what I'm saying? And I got somebody, if you want something conscious, I got Common. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep it in a gutter, then you know what I'm saying? We got 2 Chainz. If you want it to be lyrical, then we got Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? So you got all of that.
That's cool. So, is it true you plan to sign with good music?
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna sign with nobody.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
I've been through that all my life. No, the deal that good music has presented to me is a beautiful deal without having to sign to them. So I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Good on that. That's what's up. Do you ever plan to work with Ymcmb? Again?
It's like this. I don't have a problem with nobody on Young Money. None of that. My problem is with the way Cash Money does their business. You know what I'm saying? It's not with none of the artists. And sometimes when you say this, people will say, oh, well, he beefing with da-da-da-da. I'm not beefing with nobody on that label. I'm beefing with, I've done maybe 30 million records total for Cash Money. So when you feel like you don't owe me, that's a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, my catalog is part of what Cash Money do every year. Y'all still sell my catalog. So what's right is right. You have to pay me for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you have to pay me for that. You still selling those records. I get it. Y'all got a new generation and that's going on, but you still have people that pick up that music.
I got you. Sorry about that. Okay.
And I think any artist on Cash Money got to feel me, because you could be me 10 years from now going, you know what? They still buying my records. I still want my check. That don't mean because it's not there, y'all not selling it.
Strong on that one. All right. What is your recording process like, and how do you know a track is a hit?
Well, I don't really take the approach of making hits. I take the approach of making music, you know, because I don't know what a hit is. I really can't tell you. I have no idea what a hit is. To me, sometimes you can feel good energy in a song. When you like, oh my goodness, like, you know what I'm saying, that song, like, you know what I'm saying? But the crazy result will be, I've had songs where I thought myself, like, I was like, damn, this that one. But when you put it out, nobody else felt that way. A lot of times you could be ahead of your time, you know what I'm saying, and your thoughts and your processes and all of that, or it wasn't meant for that. Because the crazy thing is, this is what's nuts. We was discussing, me and some friends the other day, like hip hop rules. Hip hop rules are so dumb to it's nuts. Like, because if you have fun, then you ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who made that up? Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you smile, you're not hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't come from the hood, you wasn't a drug dealer, you wasn't none of that, you're not hard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's dumb hip hop rules. If I'm a college kid, so what? If I'm nice on the mic, I'm nice on the mic. And I shouldn't be ashamed to say that. I went to college, but according to hip hop, like, that ain't really what you, you ain't that dude. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. And last question, how can fans keep in contact with you and keep updated on things?
Mannie Fresh at Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Everything else to me is the devil. Like, I don't do Facebook, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I just got convinced on doing Twitter. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely saying things on my thing. Like, you know, I always talk to my fans or whatever and let them know what's going on with me. But I'm to the point where 20-something years of doing this, like, I kind of like some space sometimes. Like, I'm like, you know what? I don't want my life to always be on blast. Like, you know, and sometimes even Twitter will make me kind of like say I want to shut it down, because if I'm in a movie theater and somebody says, oh, man, he's sitting in the theater next to me, then you know who did it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the dude right next to you. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, damn, dude, you had to put me out there like that.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more again because the camera kind of flipped up. It was the, do you ever plan on working with Ymcmb again?
You asked me that.
Right, but my camera.
Oh, all right. Well, like I said, don't have a problem with them, none whatsoever. I just have a problem with the way my business is with Cash Money. I don't have a problem with an artist or none of that. And if you really want to know, to a certain degree, I didn't think of it like this. I have, because, you know, Drake used Back That Ass Up, you know, on his last project, but he reached out himself, took care of his paperwork, you know what I'm saying, and made sure everything was straight and everything was legit. And real talk, I could say this, you know what I'm saying, because this is what it is. I had no problems with dude. I've already got a royalty off of the album. Like, you know what I'm saying? And any other time it's been like, I don't even know, like something crazy or whatever. But as a man, he came to me, made the phone calls, did everything that he needed to do to make sure it happened. And I told him, you know, how much I wanted for, as, you know, the song or whatever. He agreed to it, didn't even fight me on it. He was like, dude, I think you deserve that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, everything came on time. And when it's business like that, nobody has a problem with you. Nobody at all. Like, you know, that's all I expect is just pay me. You know, at the end of the day, I'm a grown man. Like, I've been in this for a long time. We could be buddies, we could be pals or whatever, but pay me. You know what I'm saying? If you really want me to be cool with you, pay me. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, like, I don't really want to kick it with you. Like, I don't feel good about it until you give me mine.
Exactly, like it's not, like you don't owe me money.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel that. All right. Yeah, so, what's your Twitter again?
Mannie Fresh.
Mannie Fresh.
Yep.